vlog, and today we've got the G63. Let me tell you guys a little bit more about this car. Now the G63 has always been a super popular car in Dubai. In fact, it's one of the most popular cars on ijarcar.com. So if you guys don't know, ijarcar.com is a website where you can go rent your favorite car online. Gets delivered to your house, by the way. So this is one of the most popular cars that we have on the platform, and today I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about the G63, why it's so popular. I mean, this is a super impractical vehicle. It weighs over 2.5 tons. It's not aerodynamic whatsoever, but still, I mean, there's undeniably something really cool about the G63. So the G-Class actually started its life, I think sometime in the 70s. Anyway, it was a long time ago, as a military vehicle. So this was first designed to be taken off-road, of course. So the G63 is an amazing off-roader, of course. It's one of the most capable off-roaders out there. You can lock all the differentials in this car, so I mean, you are not going to get stuck if you're in a G63. Apart from that, the design really hasn't changed since then. It's kind of become like a G63 thing, where you have this boxy look. Now I know this is not the 2019 G-Class, they recently updated it, but even the brand new one looks quite similar to this. This one, by the way, is a 2016 G63 AMG. Now this G-Class does have a 5.5 liter 460 horsepower engine. Also has a lot of torque. I mean, I don't know the exact figure right now, but man, it's got some crazy pulling force in it. Don't quote me on that. I know a lot of you guys you know, blame me for not having properly researched, but I mean, for me, cars are more about like how they feel more than the statistics, and this car has more than enough horsepower. Even though it's not aerodynamic whatsoever, it still gives you a lot of pulling force in the car, and you can really feel that torque. Now if you look at the stylings of this car, in certain areas you'd be wondering whether this is a 2016 vehicle or a 2017 vehicle. Like, look at these lights, they actually protrude from the car. The bonnet doesn't have, it's got a gap in it. Can you see that? Like, there's a gap between the bonnet and the car itself. And just so many different things, like the headlight itself has like this gap next to it. And yeah, I mean, it's really retro. You'll also notice that the doors themselves have hinges, and it's actually a mechanical lock over here. So when you press it, it actually opens up the door lock. And man, when you close the door, you really feel it. It's a heavy door for sure. But I kind of enjoy doing this as well, like the mechanical feeling of pressing this button for the door to open is, it's pretty nice. The car also has this unique dual tailpipe that's on the side of the vehicle. And man, this exhaust system sounds amazing. Let me just show it to you guys real quick. And in the back again, you see all these retro touches. Once again, you got completely square, protruding tail lights. You also got the same kind of doors over here, and a big spare wheel. And if you look in the boot itself, there's actually a net over here that prevents stuff from going to the front. And there's also like a shelf over here, but not really massive boot space. In fact, the whole car from the inside is not really that big. Also, since this is an amazing off-roading vehicle, they give you this tailgate for towing and massive mud flaps at the bottom. The car also comes with this amazing guard in the front. So if you hit somebody in this car, you're probably not gonna get hurt. Like, this thing is solid. In fact, everything about this car is just so solid. Like, you just feel like you're driving in a tank. That's what's amazing about the G63. Now if you notice the angle of the windscreen over here, it's almost straight up, like almost. Like when you sit in the car, you definitely feel like you have a flat piece of glass right in front of you. In fact, there's barely any curves in this car at all. Like, I think this is the only one that I could find, and that's also not a really distinguished curve. But yeah, no curves in this car. It's a box, guys. But things are completely different on the inside. So let's go have a look at all the luxurious features you get inside the G63 AMG. So inside the G63 AMG, it's a completely different story. You have all the creature comforts you want over here. I love this double diamond quilted leather that you get in this car. Like, I love this two-tone red and black interior that they have going on over here. They also have carbon fiber in a lot of places in this car to keep the weight down, I guess. It's also got massage seats and all the other creature comforts that you would expect in a Mercedes Benz. And I think this is one of the biggest draws of this car. It's tough on the outside but luxurious on the inside. So I think that's why it's so popular with like so many footballers, and you know, shakes and things like that. Like it's a tough car and you feel manly driving it. Here we have the gear selector for the car, which I think is pretty cool. It's really small. There's only 4 modes on it. There's reverse, neutral and drive, and then you've got the park mode. I really like this gear over here. It's quite nice and small, fits in your hand really well. Here you've got the differential system on the car, so you can actually lock each and every set of wheels in this car, so you're not going to get stuck in any situation. Here's your basic climate control. Everything else in this car is pretty much standard Mercedes, including this command knob over here. Here are the massage seats I was telling you about. I mean, this car does cost over $150,000, so they do have to give you all that. We also got a manual handbrake. Haven't seen one of these in a while. So this I found kind of strange the first time I saw it. Like, it's in line with the windows. All your window controls over here and your mirror controls as well. It just feels kind of strange. I haven't seen this implementation before. It's usually down here somewhere. Instead, we have the seat controls over here, so you can set up your seat position just the way you like it. Now, even though this car looks really massive from the outside, from the inside it's not that spacious. I mean, it's not that wide honestly in here, and the back seat as well. I wouldn't really take this car for a super long drive with like 5 people in it. It's kind of small for an SUV. Anyway guys, let's take it for a drive and see how it feels on the road. Man, that engine, man, like, it really sounds good. AMG always knows how to like tune their cars to sound really good. So if you're driving over like 100 kilometers per hour in this car, you will feel its lack of aerodynamics. I mean, it does really feel like you're fighting the wind in the car. Even though you'll accelerate just fine, it's just that there's like a slight feeling of you know, being pushed back by the wind, which is weird compared to my 6 Series, which is very aerodynamic. Another really weird thing about this car is it doesn't have a cup holder. Instead, they give you like this basketball net looking kind of thing where you can put your cup. It's kind of strange. The suspension is surprisingly a little stiff. I mean, you'd think you're in a nice plush SUV, it's going to be super soft, but not really. It's a bit on the firm side. You do feel the bumps in this car. One thing that I find quite difficult in this car is the turning radius. It's really small for a car of this size, even worse than most SUVs. And so almost every U-turn that I'm doing is like a 3-point turn, so you know, that's a bit of a pain. One thing that I really like about this car is the amount of visibility you get from inside, because all the glass is really straight in the car, and the windows are really big, as you can tell, so you get to see a lot. And it gives you a nice feeling as well because you're really high up, so you get this really nice view of everything around you. That's pretty cool. Definitely a lot of presence on the road, like people move out of your way when you're driving a G63. Now, like, in terms of pure acceleration, this car is quick, man, considering its weight, and you do feel its weight when you're driving it. It is so quick. I mean, I think it does 0 to 100 in about 5.1 seconds, which is just not right for a car that weighs 2.5 tons. Like, it does feel good. Anyway guys, this is a really cool vehicle to drive. I really enjoyed my time with it. I mean, it's just got such a, it's a special car. It's a completely different kind of car compared to most cars that you see nowadays. Definitely has its like retro appeal. It is one of our most popular cars, so make sure if you want your G63 in the buy, make sure to book it in advance on ajarcar.com. So that's it for this video guys. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you guys think of the G63. I am looking to get my hands on the 2019 G63 very soon, so hopefully another video about that. But if you like this video, hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to watch more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.